discouraged with the setup at the moment. I've been through a couple of ESCs, admittedly used ones, but they've been okay. And the latest one I've used is a new one. Haven't even heated the shrink wrap on it. But what's happening is I changed the ESC. First of all, I had checked out whether it was a motor or an ESC by changing it over to a motor. Found the motor was vibrating but not moving. Changed the ESC, bang, away it went. So I got as far as spinning up, putting the props on, and then it stops again. Or another one stops rather. So I've worked out this one, it's all working fine. Ready to go, props on, and this one fails, yet another one. So whether there's something in the rig that's burning ESCs, I don't know, but I've been through, I'm on my third, so I'm going to stop and do something else. So this is a rare case where I'm a little bit discouraged with working on my rigs, but this thing flew well for quite some time before it started misbehaving. But I think I've got an idea for something different, so I'll try that. Okay, so I'm getting organised to do a different kind of a build, and the key components are right in the middle here. So what we're looking at is the flight control board from EX2 Mini, Bugs 3 Mini, and this custom 4-in-1 ESC that I successfully used on this EX2 Mini where it burnt out the original one. So you can see I've replaced it. So what I'm building, I'm going to build that into the frame of a Bugs 6. And something I realised is that these bits here, that's a Bugs 3, a washer for a Bugs 3. That's the one for the Bugs 6. So my previous build I used the Bugs 3 one. I had to chop some of the plastic off it to fit. With the Bugs 6 one, it fits straight on like that, as you'd expect it to. While the one that comes off the Bugs 3, you've got to trim off some of the plastic so you can get it round that away to allow the wires to go up the hole. So it's good to have some original Bugs 6 plates to mount the motors on. So what I'm going to do, I'll have a configuration that's pretty much like that. The flight control board up front and the 4-in-1 ESC at the back. And I'm going to mount the motors first this time so I can minimise the cable runs. I'll put everything in position to get the wires no longer than they need be, and that leaves plenty of room for the VTX up the front. So panning across from the modified EX2 Mini with its 4-in-1 ESC to the one that's just failed and to the current build. As you can see, I've mounted the motors on original plates. Just whipping the cover off, I've got legs on it, so ready to go for the next bit. Which is showing the, okay, at this stage I've soldered in the 4-in-1 ESC at the back of the rig, and I've also put the power connector to it. At this stage I've used extra long cables to connect the two plugs between the 4-in-1 ESC and the flight control board from the EX2 Mini, Bugs 3 Mini. And I'll have much shorter cables between those two plugs than the live one. Unfortunately I ran into a problem. I managed to spill solder between those two ESCs on that capacitor there, and I had a very bad feeling. And sure enough, when I did a test, even though I took it off as much as I could, you can see it's just not pulling correctly. So I used some braided copper wire and later scraped a bit to try and clean out the solder between the central capacitor and the two ESCs. It didn't work entirely. In fact, I gave up when I realised I'm getting bubbling on the rear ESC, which is a sign that the thing is stuffed. So this just goes to see you've got to be very careful. Things can go wrong, they do go wrong,
but so far I'm enjoying the challenge. And it's all relatively low cost componentry, and I don't have the complication of beta flight, which I'm not quite ready for yet. So there you are. It doesn't always work out, guys.